May the peace of the Lord be with you all. Today's Gospel Reflection, September 5th, 2025, Friday.
Brothers and sisters, Christ Jesus is the image of the invisible God, the firstborn of all creation. For in him were created all things in heaven and on earth, the visible and the invisible, whether thrones or dominions or principalities or powers. All things were created through him and for him. He is before all things, and in him all things hold together. He is the head of the body, the church. He is the beginning, the firstborn from the dead, that in all things he himself might be preeminent. For in him all the fullness was pleased to dwell, and through him to reconcile all things for him, making peace by the blood of his cross. Through him, whether those on earth or those in heaven. Responsorial Psalm. Come with joy into the presence of the Lord. Sing joyfully to the Lord, all you lands. Serve the Lord with gladness. Come before him with joyful song. Come with joy into the presence of the Lord. Know that the Lord is God. He made us, his we are, his people, the flock he tends. Come with joy into the presence of the Lord. Enter his gates with thanksgiving, his courts with praise. Give thanks to him. Bless his name. Come with joy into the presence of the Lord. For he is good, the Lord, whose kindness endures forever, and his faithfulness to all generations. Come with joy into the presence of the Lord.
The Holy Gospel according to Luke. The scribes and Pharisees said to Jesus, "The disciples of John the Baptist fast often and offer prayers, and the disciples of the Pharisees do the same, but yours eat and drink." Jesus answered them, "Can you make the wedding guests fast while the bridegroom is with them? But the days will come, and when the bridegroom is taken away from them, then they will fast in those days." And he also told them a parable. No one tears a piece from a new cloak to patch an old one. Otherwise, he will tear the new, and the piece from it will not match the old cloak. Likewise, no one pours new wine into old wineskins. Otherwise, the new wine will burst the skins, and it will be spilled, and the skins will be ruined. Rather, new wine must be poured into fresh wineskins. And no one who has been drinking old wine desires new, for he says, "The old is good." The Gospel of the Lord. Reflection. Life is full of routines, habits, and systems that give us a sense of security. We rely on traditions, schedules, and familiar ways of doing things because they feel safe and predictable. In the passage where Jesus is questioned about fasting, he uses the image of new wine and new wineskins to explain the life he brings. The new life he offers is not simply an adjustment to old habits. It is a transformation that requires openness, renewal, and fresh ways of living. In our modern age, this teaching remains deeply relevant. Think about how easily we become attached to routines, chasing careers, relying on technology, or maintaining social habits. Even when they no longer nurture our souls, we cling to old wineskins, whether they are patterns of resentment, unhealthy lifestyles, or narrow mindsets. Yet Jesus calls us not to patch up the old but to embrace the new. His invitation is for a life that is renewed from the inside out, a life filled with joy, hope, and freedom. This new life does not reject the past but fulfills it. For example, someone who has long struggled with bitterness might choose forgiveness and suddenly discover a peace they never thought possible. Or a person who once measured their worth by money and success may encounter God's love and find freedom in serving others, instead of being enslaved by ambition. Just like new wine needs fresh containers, our hearts must be willing to expand, to let go of what limits us, and to welcome the transformation Jesus brings. In practical terms, this newness can be seen in many ways today. Families broken by conflict can find reconciliation through patience and love. Communities divided by prejudice can experience unity when people choose compassion over judgment. Even in personal struggles, such as battling addiction or overcoming failure, the new life Christ offers gives the courage to rise again, to start fresh, and to walk with dignity. These are not just surface-level changes, but deep, life-giving transformations that reshape how we see ourselves, others, and the world. Yet, embracing new life is not always easy, just as old wineskins cannot handle new wine. Our old mindsets often resist change. We might prefer holding on to familiar grudges, comfortable routines, or selfish desires because change feels risky. But true growth requires surrender. A person who has lived in fear must step into trust. Someone bound by pride must learn humility. And someone stuck in routine religiosity must rediscover the joy of a living relationship with God. Change stretches us, but it also enlarges our capacity to experience life in abundance. What Jesus offers is not a superficial adjustment, but a radical renewal. He calls us beyond empty traditions into a living, joyful faith. In a world filled with pressure, stress, and endless noise, His new life brings inner peace, fresh purpose, and lasting hope. It is like a spring of water in a desert, a light in darkness, and a song in the silence. It gives us the courage to face tomorrow not with fear, but with confidence that we are made new every day. The challenge for us today is clear. Are we willing to let go of the old wineskins in our lives? Are we ready to open our hearts to change and allow Jesus to pour His new life into us? If we embrace His renewal, we will discover freedom from the burdens of the past, courage for the present, and hope for the future. The new life He offers is not just an idea. It is a reality that transforms us, our families, and even our world.